Hello everyone. I'm very happy to be part of this 100-day yoga day celebration. We will start the day with the prayer. त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्. So, the meaning of this mantra is we worship Lord Shiva who spreads divine fragrance and nourishes all beings. May he liberate us from the bondage of death, just as a ripe cucumber effortlessly separates its wine and leads us to immortality. The importance of health is well defined here. By integrating our lifestyle by yoga and diet, we can live our life healthily. I am Ms.Sathyavathi, a research scholar from VELS University, under the guidance of our beloved Dr. Jayanti ma'am and Dr. Natarajan sir of Manushi Yoga. I am deeply honored to speak today on the topic diet and yoga for the metabolic disorders. As we approach International Yoga Day, it is important to reflect on how yoga and healthy lifestyle practices can help us to overcome many modern challenges. In the present era, lifestyle diseases have become one of the greatest threats to public health. So, conditions such as obesity, diabetics, metabolic syndrome, hypertension are increasing rapidly across the world. These disorders are closely linked with the modern lifestyle patterns, including sedentary behavior, unhealthy diets, chronic stress, and reduced physical fitness. So, by a lifestyle modification, we can get good health. So, yoga offers a holistic solution to this problem. Yoga is not merely a form of physical exercise, it is complete system of health that integrates both mind, body, and lifestyle. One of the most important aspects of yoga is awareness of diet and food habits. The combination of proper diet and yoga practices can significantly improve metabolic health. So, today in this talk, we will explore the following topics, which are understanding metabolic disorders, the role of dietary fiber in metabolic health, yogic dietary philosophy, and the concept of mitahara, yoga practices that improves metabolism, and the importance of yoga and dietary pattern. So, understanding metabolic disorders. Metabolic disorder refers to the chemical process that occur within the body to convert food into the energy. These processes help to maintain normal physiological functions such as growth, digestion, energy production, and temperature regulation. Metabolic disorders occur when processes become impaired. The most common metabolic disorders are type 2 diabetics, obesity, metabolic syndrome, hypertension, and dyspepsia. So, the insulin resistance. Insulin resistance happens when the food which we eat will the insulin secreted by the pancreas is not going inside the cells. When the cells resists the insulin to take inside, so that time the insulin resistance happens. So usually it happens when people are not doing regular exercises. So when they start doing yoga or some other exercise patterns, the cells gets activated and the body starts taking the insulin. So the metabolic syndrome, the major characteristics of these metabolic syndromes is, as we see, it is insulin resistance. It is a hormone which is produced by the pancreas. So when the cells becomes resistant to insulin, insulin remains in the bloodstream. So then the long-term hyperglycemia can damage our blood vessels and organs. So the role of diet in metabolic health is, diet is one of the most important determinant of metabolic health. The food we consume will influence blood glucose levels, hormone regulation, and gut microbiota and energy metabolism. Traditional diets were primarily based on the natural foods such as whole grains, vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, and seeds. These foods were rich in fibery diets and nutrients. However, modern diets often include large amounts of refined carbohydrates, then sugar, and other processed food. Such foods are quickly digested and absorbed, leading to rapid spikes in the blood glucose level. A balanced diet that includes whole plant based foods can significantly improve the metabolic health. These foods provide essential nutrients, antioxidants, and dietary fiber that supports healthy metabolism. So, the fiber or dietary fiber, it is a type of carbohydrates that found in plants, as well as the whole plant foods, which breaks down into sugar molecules. There are two types. They are soluble and insoluble fiber. How it works is, the fiber which goes into gut bacteria fermentation when it goes inside, then short chain fatty acids, then it improves the insulin sensitivity. So it leads to better glucose control. So how the role of fiber diet is like this. The fiber diet, fiber rich food, which helps in the gut health. So the insoluble fiber and soluble fibers, these are the main examples. With what it does is, it adds to bulk to stool, aids in bowel regulatory and prevents constipation. It does not dissolve in water. The insoluble fiber. The good source of these foods are whole grains and vegetables. The soluble fiber, which dissolves in water to form a gel-like substance, helping in lower cholesterol and glucose levels. Sources are oats, vegetables, legumes, and flax seeds. The mechanism of fiber, why we should take fiber is, which improves gut microbiota, insulin sensitivity, and satiety. That means fulfillness. Then the improvement of insulin sensitivity. As we seen earlier, the fiber diet improves our insulin sensitivity because it slows down the digestion. So the sugar will go slowly to our blood. Then the human gut contains trillions of microorganisms, collectively known as gut microbiota. These microorganisms play a vital role in digestion, immune regulation, and metabolism. The insulin sensitivity refers to the how effectively body cells respond to insulin to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. So, the another important benefit of dietary fiber is its ability to increase the satiety, which helps in weight management also. They will not feel hungry. They will feel, very frequently. So the fiber rich foods are mainly chia seeds, lentils, almonds, oats. So when we use these fiber rich foods in when we add with our regular diet, the sufficient for a person, adult person, it is 30 grams of fiber is required per day. So if we add in one or other format, when we add it with our food, our body day to day requirement of fiber we can give to our body. That like by adding almonds, avocado, pear, like broccoli, apple, chickpeas. These are the main fiber rich foods. Now, the many other natural foods are excellent in sources of dietary fiber, other seeds, legumes, fruits, vegetables, etc. Now, we will come to yogic dietary philosophy. In yogic philosophy, food is considered as essential component of physical and mental well-being. The yogic approach to diet is based on the purity, moderation, and mindfulness. One of the key concepts in yogic nutrition is mitahara, which means moderate eating. According to Hatha Yoga Pratipika, yogi should consume wholesome food in moderate quantities and avoid overeating. So, traditional yogic guidelines suggest half the stomach should be filled with food, one quarter with water, and the remaining quarter should be left empty for proper digestion. This practice suggests digestive efficiency and metabolic balances. Yoga practices for metabolism. So, certain yoga postures help to stimulate our organs, which by which the metabolic processes improves. The Surya Namaskara. Surya Namaskara improves circulation and energizes the body. The Mandukasana, one of the important asana for metabolic disorders, which stimulates the pancreas and helps to regulate blood sugar levels. The Ardha Asana, which improves digestion and spinal flexibility. The Pavana Muktasana, which relieves digestive discomfort. That is, Pavana means air, Mukta means relief. Pavana Muktasana, which relieves digestive discomfort and improves intestinal function. The regular practice of these postures helps in improving metabolic efficiency. Then we will come to pranayama. How pranayama helps in our metabolic regulation. The Kapalabhati, Anuloma Viloma, that is Nadi Shodhana, which helps in metabolic regulation. The main benefits are which reduces stress. The stress is also the cortisol makes is always a reason for many problems. The cortisol level, it will improve the pranayama, controls the cortisol level. Then improves oxygenation and balances nerve system. So, the pranayama practices regulate the autonomic nervous system and regulates stress. The Kapalapadi stimulates abdominal organs and improves digestion. The Anuloma Viloma, that's with the Nadi Shodhana. Then the Brahmani Pranayama, which is very good for anxiety and improves mental calmness. The reducing stress is particularly important for stress hormones like cortisol, can contribute to insulin resistance and metabolic imbalance. So, when we have food, it is always important to the plating system. To 50% of our plate should be filled with vegetables for fiber rich food, and 25% should be protein, and remaining 25 should be with carbohydrates, which is the balanced plate. So this can be implemented in even for breakfast, and while preparing chutney and all, we can use it with vegetables, and we can use different types of vegetables from which we can get different types of vitamins. So the improvement in glucose markers through lifestyle intervention we can see. And so the diet and yoga, which gives, as we see, healthy metabolism. The yogic philosophy emphasizes pure, natural, moderate food intake. So such diet supports digestion, improves metabolic balance, and promotes harmony between mind and body. So in conclusion, the metabolic disorders are largely lifestyle related conditions. Fortunately, they can be prevented and managed through healthy habits. That is, healthy lifestyle modification. That is a holistic approach. Yoga, doing by only yoga will not cure all problems. But when we change the lifestyle with these good habits, we can get good, happy, healthy life. Yoga provides a holistic system that integrates physical activity, breathing techniques, mental discipline, and mindful eating. While eating also, we should be in calm mind. We have to have our food with mindful. A fiber-rich diet supports gut health, regulates blood sugar levels, and improves metabolic balance. When combined, yoga and proper nutrition form a powerful approach for maintaining long-term health. As we celebrate International Yoga Day, let us remember that yoga is not only that physical postures, it is a complete way of life that promotes harmony between mind and body and the environment. Thank you. Thank you, Manushi Yoga, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. And I will end the session with prayer. Satoma Satkamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Thank you.